Hello, everybody, and welcome. A happy Friday to all of our viewers and everyone watching. It's so lovely to be able to end off this week with you guys, and I'm hoping that you all had a wonderful week. So please log on, guys. Please follow the comments and the links. If you want to be a part of this workshop today. Um, Otherwise, just watch and enjoy. And I hope that there's something that you can take away from this group today into the weekend with you. Okay, guys. So before we get started, I'm just going to read the announcement, and then after that, we'll jump right into it. Okay, so the MyRehab Cafe, private and unsearchable or secret Facebook group, is the aftercare branch of the MyRehab group of dual diagnosis addiction centers, formerly known as ARC. The MyRehab centers are private, inpatient drug and alcohol rehab centers that offer high quality healthcare with high quality outcomes. The MyRehab Cafe Facebook group has exclusive access to loads of content that is not available on any of the MyRehab Public channels. Some of the content includes workshops, lectures, and support groups hosted in conjunction with some of the treating providers at the MyRehab inpatient centers. These treating providers are psychologists, social workers, wellness counselors, and volunteers who have extensive experience in the field. Group members also participate in movie and book reviews and from time to time face-to-face events. If you are not a member of the MyRehab Cafe, you are likely watching this on a public channel. This means that you will have 10 to 20 minutes of access to this live broadcast before we switch over exclusively to the private and unsearchable MyRehab Cafe Facebook group. Remember to sign up and join in the MyRehab Cafe, guys, as this is where all the interesting parts of the live videos happen. MyRehab Cafe is free to any person that has been through the MyRehab inpatient process. If you haven't been through the MyRehab inpatient process, but you want to find out how to join the MyRehab Cafe, please check out the MyRehab Cafe website, which is www.myrehab.com. If you want to participate in this workshop, please join in via video or audio via the link in the comment section, or leave a comment, and I should be able to bring it on screen, and I will see what I can do about answering any questions you have. Questions or comments, if you want to share wisdom, if you want to share things that have worked for you, please post. Feel free to post. Okay, if you are a MyRehab Cafe member and you want a higher degree of anonymity or confidentiality, wait for us to end the broadcast on the public channels before hopping over or posting. I will make an announcement when we're switching over so that if you do want to jump on then, you'll know when it's time. Okay, so with that, let's get started. So again, a warm welcome to everybody watching today. So I was thinking about this workshop and I thought, what can we chat about on a Friday that we can really just take into the weekend and ponder on and and write about or chat about or really just soak it in. And I thought that a lovely topic for today would be learning how to self-soothe. Um, as that's really an important tool for any person to need to be equipped with. So I thought that would be a nice topic to chat about today that we can take into the weekend. And again, if after you've watched the workshop, if you have any questions, you can always ask, and I can even answer them on the next workshop. Or like I've said before, if you want to go over this again, then we can host this topic again. So with that, I'm going to jump into the worksheet, and it's titled Learning to Self-Soothe. So you'll see the worksheet come up there. When we go through the questions, guys, write them down. Put them, write them in your journals or on your pieces of paper or whatever, so that you can really take these questions with you and think about them afterwards or go through them afterwards. Or like I often say, take them with you to therapy, or to your sponsors or to your support network. And really let's use these questions as tools. it's exciting. It's exciting to be able to work through questions like this and open pathways for ourselves to gain information and to gain empowerment and to talk things through and to find skills and tools and strategies. So we don't just want to rush through the questions. We really want to soak it in. Okay, so learning to self-soothe. For people coping with issues of attention and or other impulse decision making, learning to calm themselves, um, learning to calm themselves can help them avoid negative outcomes in many situations. It can improve learning, relationships, and self-esteem. It can replace destructive behaviors they may have used to cope with restlessness, boredom, irritability, frustration, and negative reaction from others, as well as reducing impulsivity, distractibility, and other problems related to ADHD. There are many healthy ways to calm down. You may already have some that work. If so, keep using them and please share them. This exercise will give you more tactics you can practice and use in your day-to-day activities. Okay, so let's jump into question 1. Briefly describe any healthy tactics you have found useful in calming yourself when you are agitated. So continue to use these as you learn additional methods. So again, these are just tools and suggestions. These are just guidelines. It may not work for everybody. This is a platform to take away what you can and what applies to you, and also a platform to share what you can or what you've learned that may help others. Okay, so some healthy tactics that you found helpful in calming yourself. So there's really a wide range of tactics that people can use. And so I'm just going to make some suggestions here based on either my own experience or what I've seen and what others have shared with me. So could that be things like sitting with your pet, going outside, taking a breath of fresh air, watching the trees move, observing nature, just earthing yourself, being in touch with nature, touching something comforting. So, a sensory experience. Some people may find that that satisfaction of a fluffy blanket, or even a stress ball, or some people have things that they can stimulate themselves with, just as a sensory practice or comfort. Things like music instruments, or drawing, or creative practices, painting, guitar, drums, piano, just music, instruments, like I said. Things like journaling. Remember, journaling is a way to record your successes and also pick up on patterns, or monitor your progress and things that you may be struggling with. And journaling is a great tool. We discuss that quite often on these platforms, and we've also heard from others on these platforms how beneficial journaling can be. For some people, it may be a gratitude list, writing down or thinking about things in that moment, just combating something negative that we're feeling, combating that with gratitude. For some people, it's movement. For example, going to the gym, getting up, walking around, having a swim, just movement, blood flow. For some people, it's meditation or mindfulness activities. For some people, it could be connection, connecting with a like-minded individual, reaching out to a loved one, a sponsor, a professional, a spiritual guide, just entering into community with somebody. And then also body awareness. So to become aware of where we're holding tension in our bodies. Is it, which muscles, how that's affecting us, causing headaches, tension, muscle stiffness, and how can we manage that? So again, these are just some healthy tactics that I've seen other people use, that I've used myself in my own life, that have been shared with us. So hopefully there's something in there that you could try that's been beneficial to you. And again, we want to hear from you about the tactics that you may be using that are helpful to you. Good morning, Sophia. Thank you for jumping on and for joining me in this workshop. I'm really happy and excited to hear from you. So share with us perhaps some tactics that you've used that are helpful to you. Okay, so let's move on to question 2. List some activities you have a difficult time completing, and what self-destructive coping mechanisms get in the way. So again, these are different for everybody, and they could be simple activities and they could be complex activities. And one shouldn't really compare. And we discussed that on my last group. So something for you may be different to something for me, the way I experience it. So each person's experience is unique to themselves. So try and relate this question to your specific individual circumstance. So for some people, it may be something like just getting up and getting dressed in the morning, just getting into a routine. For others, it may be workplace activities. You could be at a job where you have to sit behind your computer the whole day, and you might struggle with that. If you're tired, or if you having trouble concentrating, or those kind of activities. Social activities. For others, it may be activities where there may be, overstimulation. So too much noise, too much going on, too much light, just over stimulation, too much going on. And the question is, what do we do? What do we experience in that moment? What do we start feeling physically, emotionally? And we'll unpack that as we go also through the questions. So hoping you'll join us on the cafe when we do that. But just back to this question, what do we start experiencing and feeling? And the question asks, what coping mechanisms get in the way? So in other words, what do we do in that moment to separate ourselves from these events or from these feelings or experiences? For some people, it may be a flight or a fight or flight response. For some people, it may be defense mechanisms such as isolation, projecting onto others, or displacing onto others. For some people, it may lead to procrastination. For some people, it may become so overwhelming that they may leave the activity. So what is it for you? What is it that you struggle with, and what separates you from completing the task? We'd love to hear from you and how you managed to get through that. And as we wrap up this question, we are going to be unpacking tools and strategies of how we can come through these things. So guys, please sign up and join us on the MyRehab Cafe, so that you can have access to these tools and these strategies, and the connection and the community that's taking place here, where we share with each other wisdom, and we share with each other things that work, and tools. And so, guys, for anyone watching on the public platform, I just want to say again, this is for you. We do this as a resource for you. So please join up and join us in the MyRehab Cafe. And for anyone else, we're going to be wrapping up now on the public channel. But for anyone who wants to know more, please go to myrehabcafe.com or myrehabcafe.co.za. And then that's how you can find out more about how to join the MyRehab Cafe. So again, we can just wrap up this question. Think about your unique situation, your unique circumstance. What is it that you are currently struggling with, or activities that you are having difficulty with? Think about it, write it down.